It's Saturday. Spring kind of feels like it's in the air. Got some flowers growing, got the door open, I haven't got the heater on. Things are great. Got a few hours this afternoon to hopefully get to the end of the welding, if not very close to the end of the welding. I have a very important appointment next Saturday, which is my dad coming around to help me lift the cab off. So let's quickly turn the camera around, see what we're up to, and see what we can get done. Today's plan is to fit this last quarter part from here to here, change the bumper mount, so I've got to push the car back a little bit to do all that, take the bumper off again, and I really would like to repair in here as well, repair the sort of scuttle plate, kidney shaped scuttle plate, that's what it's called. So what do I need? Well, I need parts, and I've had a delivery. One kidney shaped scuttle plate. I didn't quite realise how they were made. I didn't realise it was two. I thought it'd be one pressing, but it's not. I'm not going to change all of it. I might do, probably not though. Just need the bottom bit, which I could have probably made in fairness. But anyway, let's see what I need. I'm going to focus on fitting this extension piece here and the bumper mount. Like that. That's the plan. And look, oh my god, what? Oh my god, what's this? Sunshine? Oh, and two lazy ducks. There they are. Jet, the black one's been rather ill, poor thing. Found a pot of garlic dip, so you can imagine what that turned into. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. Let's crack on. I'm going to push things back, get the car away from all the gear over there so I can at least get to it, and crack on. There we are, front bumper unmounted. This can come out now. I'm going to put the new one in, bolt it up, and then I'm going to weld it at the back here. Even once I've got this piece on, I can then know it's all going to line up nicely. So bit by bit we'll get this done. Oh, nothing's ever easy, is it? So it should be bolted on at the front here, but yeah, it's welded. So for me to get that out properly, I'm going to have to take everything off. Thanks. Right, there you go. Front's off. Yeah, see, it should be bolted through, you see. It's bolted and welded here. So cut all this off, grind it back a bit, and then get on with it. So that's good. Actually, it needs to come off anyway. I need to clear all this up. I need to take this engine mount off as well, because when I split the chassis, these bolt through. So it needs to be done anyway, in fairness. And actually, I found out that the I didn't find out, I knew all along, but this is pretty rusty. Here, holes here, and all along the bottom's gone. So I need a new front valance anyway. So it needs to be done. But for the time being, let's focus on this. Yeah, all ground off. Beautiful. There it is. So probably going to clean all this up now. I need to do it anyway, and just double check there's no rust in that original piece of metal down there. I bloody hope they're not. One for the freaks out there. God, look at that. Whoa, that is satisfying. Oh, maybe I should make this into like a YouTube short and become a sensation. Whoa, look at that. Oh, 25 years worth of engine oil. Whoa. Anyway, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, it's been a few months since I had the joys of rusty nuts and bolts. I tell you, I forgot how fiddly and shitty it is. So, there you go, gives you an idea of the amount of oil that's been discharging out of this engine. I know exactly why it's been discharging, by the way. It's because, if you can see here, this funny bit here, that's the breather for the crankcase, and that should be connected into either the rocker cover or into the manifold. It wasn't connected into anything, so it was just discharging into the engine bay. And it has oil leaks as well because it's a 1960s engine built in Britain. In fairness, same as the rest of the world. So, loads of oil and moisture build up in there. I've loosened all the nuts and bolts. Took forever. Had to take this stupid little one here was the worst, which was meant to be some kind of earthing strap, but pretty sure it's doing nothing at all. So we can take this off. Look at that gunk. I mean, that is, yeah, that's water as well. So it goes to show, I mean, it hasn't been in the rain for years. So it goes to show how much the moisture can build up. There you go. So this needed doing anyway. Now, as I understand it, yeah, we're now lifting that part away from the chassis. Nice to see there's never actually a bolt there holding the cab onto the chassis. So there's one there. I think there's meant to be another one around here somewhere. So I'll scrape it out and there's a bloody great hole in here. I do hope there's not. But we're okay. That's good. I stupidly welded up some bolt positions. There's one there. And I think another one around there. Well, I can marry them up. One there. Another one somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Oh, is it that one? Oh yeah, I welded that up. So that's welded. That one's still got a bolt. So maybe it's not too bad. I think there is another one around here somewhere. I'm sure I can still get to all that. These are my first welds with the, there's one there. First welds with the flux core welder. So they're probably not too great anyway. But there you go. So, I'm going to give that a wire brush down, give it a clean down whilst I'm here. And then I can start preparing the, what am I doing? What am I even doing? This wasn't my bumper stop thing. So I can start bolting that up. So there we are. It is a lovely day. I mean, properly sunny and warm. Anyway, not here for the weather forecast, are we? This has been etch primed. Only the part that needs to be sitting in the sun. Cleaned off the extension piece, which I will be fitting shortly. Once I have fitted the bumper extension onto there. So that's been etch primed, cleaned off the raw edges. It's okay. Obviously, inside the bay needs a bit more work and cleaning, but we can do that with the cab off, I guess, or maybe with the cab on. Who knows? So, going to fit the bumper on, not the bumper, but the mount, and then yeah, start fitting the extension piece. From normal service, as my child is paying interest in what we're doing, but he wants to show us some flips. He does diving. Off you go, Ads. One quick one. People, nice quick one. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yeah, nice one. Very good. All right, back to cars. All right, so been preparing this. Drilling some holes to weld into the domed inner wing here. I've also been preparing the flat inner wing, drilling holes ready for it to be plug welded onto this part. And whilst that's been going on, that's been drying, I think we're ready to go. And I still have a silly Billy doing silly things. He's not doing silly things, he's practicing for diving. He's getting very good. Oh my goodness, that was effort. I forgot what effort is like sometimes. So I've managed to bolt it in, gently persuade it with a hammer. It isn't welded yet. It's just nice and tight and snug, which is great. I can clamp all this. I don't even need to clamp that. Maybe put a magnet on. We'll sort that out. Bolted through as it should be. As you'll see, I've got primer everywhere. I got a bit excited. It wasn't totally dried, but it's better than nothing. nice and tight through there. I haven't welded this because I want to align it first, so that moves with a bit of, oh sorry, terrible camera work. That moves with a bit of persuasion, so I can oik that into position and tack it in place. So I don't know if anybody remembers, many months ago now, I stupidly welded this last plug here, so I've had to take that out to slide this piece of metal in underneath. But it looks all right. It doesn't, it looks gash, but I can make that better. So yeah, a little bit of welding. Check for things like that they didn't come out, so I've got to pull that out. But yeah, it's in. That's a bit of an effort. So yeah, next, so let me weld this up, then we'll move on to the next thing. Well, there we are. That's all right, isn't it? Pretty pleased with that. Last bit on. There is definitely an alignment issue with this inner wing somewhere. It shouldn't really come as a great surprise. You know, it doesn't sit quite right here, it doesn't sit quite right there. But I've been slowly plugging that hole, by the way. It's going all right. So yeah, I mean, generally that's that done. Really, really pleasing, actually. Probably going to sand it down or grind it down a little bit now, just to see how I've got on, because I want to make sure. I mean, it's quite comfortable me sitting here doing this. So, bit of grinding down, bit of sorting out. I think we're there or thereabouts. And then mount the front bumper, align it, wiggle it around a bit, weld it in, and that is going to be that, I think. And then I'll try and do some work during the week to sort out the inside here. Oh, and we have an Inspector Phoebe. Here she is. Hello, darling. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, it's looking all right. Only person in the house that really cares what I'm doing. And it's a dog. Right, anyway, back to this. Wrapped Kingdom of Rust by the Doves. Great tune. Anyway, too much rust today. So I've got the front grille back on, bolted up nice and tightly. Getting ready to hang the bumper back on so I can adjust its height and weld the back of that up. And then, that's what I'm going to do. Have a look. It's actually getting dark. Been out here for about 4 hours or so. And the kids have been fighting. You can hear him screaming. Anyway, let's get this bumper on. Cool. Now that is in. I'm really pleased with how it's lining up through the hole. From what I can see, it's got a good line through there. And we've got pretty good symmetry running through. So I think that's gone pretty well, all things considered. And now I'm ready to start welding here. So it's lined up nicely, actually. I really can't complain. So it's nice and tight in there. And look at that. Almost flush. Looks right, doesn't it? So I'm going to put some welds through there and try and get someone on the other side. And that's that. That's all I'm going to do today, I think. So I'll bring this in. I might even film me welding. Lucky, lucky people. Well, there we are. I'm using the super zoom on my camera. Hopefully that's going to come out okay. Oh. This could be a class on how to do it or how not to do it. Either way, someone's going to learn something from this, aren't they? Right. That might block your view. Right. I'll wear my gloves. Oh, for goodness sake. This is why I don't do too much filming and setting things up, because it is a right old faff, I'm not going to lie. But let's see how we get on. Don't forget to turn the gas on, which is already done. Oh, look at that. It's really dark. I can't see it. I burnt a bloody hole there. That is very annoying because everything else went quite well. Let's see if I can plug that up a little bit. I think it doesn't help, but look. It's on an old, where the panel was made, there's a seam here anyway, so it's maybe a little bit thinner anyway. I didn't see that. That's very annoying. Never mind, let's see what we can do. I think we're done. I think we got away with that one. Woohoo! And that is rare. I'm going to try and get a couple more welds under there because the weld I think really just kissed the, oh god, it's kissed the edge. So let's try and stitch that up a little bit. Yeah, okay. There we are. It's okay. I mean, bearing in mind there's a bloody great hole there before. It's welded underneath. A few blobs on top. I find it quite hot because it's quite a large piece of metal. I might just try and tickle something in there. I mean, that's gone quite well for me. I know there's plenty of people saying it's terrible. So I'm going to have a look on the inside and we'll take it from there. Right, so I am going to put a couple of welds on the inside here. It's not too bad, still a little bit of a gap around there. But if I get it from both sides, then I know I've got a good weld. So I'm going to do that now. I won't bring the camera in for that. I think that concludes today. Pitch black, well, virtually. A whole afternoon out. And good progress. That's not the best welding down there. It's very difficult to reach in there. It's getting dark. It's getting too dark to see, really. I know I'm making excuses. I'm going to stick to them. So there we are. Very, very good. So we're in a position now to take the, I think we are, to take the cab off the chassis. Not too much more to do. I do want to, hopefully during the week, there's a patch repair needed in the floor around here. Sort out the inside, but I'm not overly bothered because I can do that with the cab off. There's quite a few things I need to do before I can take the cab off, which I'll do with my dad, which is take all the wiring loom out. I'm going to get a new wiring loom. That one was hacked to pieces by me, and it is tired, and I was fiddling around with it as well as a teenager, trying to put stereos and things in, which I'm sure I'll be doing again because I really haven't grown up much. But yeah, big day. Maybe hopefully the next video will be the last little bits and pieces, maybe a bit of tidying up. If not, it'll be lifting the cab. Oh, and I've also got to put, I remembered when I was doing it, so you've got like a bit with a hole in, it's like a bump stop strengthener, so the suspension smashes. It's got a bump stop under here, and it does literally smash into there. But on my early videos you can see all this is corroded, and it was just smashing through the bodywork really. So I think I've got the right one for here, so I'll put that on as well. That shouldn't be a big job, and I still have to put on the windscreen wiper mount. So there's lots of motor mount. So there's quite a lot of little bits and pieces to do, but all of that can be done before or after the cab goes on, the new chassis. I'll probably get the strengthening piece on, actually. That's a good idea. But hey ho, rabbiting on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon.